stands at the line, ready to shoot 2. First one up and good. Michael Sear with his 3rd point. Axtell pretty even scoring between 4 of their starters. One more for Sear with 9.9. Free throw up and rims out. Rebound to Axtell. Here come the Eagles. They'll get one more shot. Down court quickly with 2. There's a long 3 ball, and that is no good from Colton Busing. 1 quarter in the books. Axtell leads Clifton-Clyde 25-11. Let's send you back to Rocky Downing. He'll give you scoring from Valley Heights and Blue Valley. Yeah, again, the Lady Mustangs winning 67-36 over Blue Valley. The Lady Rams were led by 8 points from Megan Plummer, 4 of 4 at the line today. 6 points each coming from Kayla Fitzenmeyer. She had 1 3-pointer. Tammy Foff and Emma Steele also with 6. 3 each from Tessa Henry and from Callie Webster in this ball game. The Mustangs, 30 today for Joe Repke, the 6-foot senior, had 20 at halftime and then 10 more in the second half. Kayla Smith finishes with 20. She had 10 at halftime and then came back in the second half with another 10 and all field goals. First half, several free throws that she had a chance to put up there. 4 points each for Shane Manley and Deandra Woodyard. 3 points apiece for Taylor Stoner and Miranda Oldie. And the Lady Mustangs of Valley Heights move on. They will face Hanover on Monday afternoon. That's a 3:15 ball game Monday in the second round of the TVL tournament. Valley Heights a winner, 67-36. Back to Cliff. All right, Rock, thanks. Second quarter underway here. Clifton-Clyde trailing Axtell 25-11. Clifton-Clyde with the basketball. Brian Reese has it for the Eagles. Black back to Sorrell. Top of the key. He's going to fire 3. Strong. Rebound. Ball loose. And it's going to be Sorrell ending back up with it. Now he'll fire a 20-footer from the baseline. That won't go. Rebound out of bounds, and they'll say off Clifton-Clyde. So possession back to Axtell. Bryce Cook will walk it down for the Eagles. Now Clifton-Clyde will match up. On the baseline, in the lane, great feed that time to Caleb Busing. That's from Adam Kuckelman, and a foul is going to be called. That one called on Nathaniel Oldie, so that's going to send Busing to the line. He's had 8 points in that first quarter, now shooting 2. First free throw up, strong. In Busing with 8. It's 6 from Matt Kuckelman, 5 from Bryce Cook, and 6 from Adam Kuckelman. Pretty balanced scoring. And they score quickly. Second free throw from Cook, or from Busing rather, is good. Full court press on from Axtell, and it has caused Clifton-Clyde problems. They do get it across the timeline, but again, really battling to find that seam. Now fall-away jumper from Matt Barnes from about 10 feet won't go. Good backside rebound that time. Brian Reese, right place, right time, goes up strong, puts it down, and is fouled. So Reese will pick up his first points and a chance at 3. 26-13, second quarter just underway. Free throw up and down. So Reese with 3 the hard way. 26-14. Just a minute into the second period. Other end now, Axtell. Nathan Porting, 6'4" senior, little 5-footer. That won't go. Here comes Clifton-Clyde. Down court, Zach Sorrell quickly has to back it out. Now top of the key, he goes to Matt Barnes. He's going to drive right side of the lane. Shot off glass, good. All of a sudden, Clifton-Clyde making a little noise, falling back in this. Other end now, just as quick. There's Caleb Busing once again, and he's going to be fouled again. I think they're going to get Gavin Sear with the foul. That's his first. 9th team foul for Clifton-Clyde, 6th for Axtell. Timeout on the floor, just a minute into the second period. 26-16, Axtell leads when we come back.
Price and value are top reasons consumers purchase private label items, and Ray's Apple Market has their shelves full of a variety of grocery products and labels. Customers feel the quality of private labels are often equal to the name brand. From chips to dairy, canned goods to cereal, private label foods and beverages are a popular choice for people watching their budget without sacrificing taste. Shop Ray's Apple Market and see the savings add up when you buy the private label grocery items.
7 minutes left in the first half, 26-16. Axtell is leading Clifton-Clyde. Again, do appreciate the sponsors making the TVL possible. As Busing hits the first one, Kramer Oil, Blue Valley Communications, D&K Agri-Sales, Wanklin Oil Company Incorporated, Place Center Business Association, Washington Veterinary Clinic, and Blue Valley Insurance of Greenleaf, Lynn, Hanover, and Marysville. Second free throw is good. Again, Twin Valley League coverage is brought to you by those sponsors. Rocky Downing in the secondary gym. Our studio engineer today is Bernie Fancella's Clifton-Clyde inbounds. Now they've broken the press pretty well. That time down court quickly. Shot off glass by Nathaniel Oldie is good. 28-18, back to 10. This was a 25-11 game at half, 28-18. Right now, Clifton-Clyde outscoring Axtell. Axtell with the basketball. Bryce Cook goes baseline to Kuckelman. He'll go back up top to Colton Busing. Now Bryce Cook for three. Right wing won't go. Good rebound underneath. That's Porting. Putback won't go, and a great rebound underneath by Gavin Sear, and he's going to be fouled. So we'll come to the other end. Sear will shoot 1-and-1. Gavin Sear, 5'10" sophomore, yet to score in this ball game. Starters for Clifton-Clyde, Zach Sorrell, Matt Barnes, Nathaniel Oldie, Brad Cook, and Michael Sear. Gavin Sear's free throw won't go, out of bounds. That's going to be Clifton-Clyde basketball off Axtell. So the Eagles of Clifton-Clyde will get it back. Eagles of Axtell will remain on defense. Gavin Sear, 2 inbounds. Gets it into Barnes. Skip pass inside the lane to Reese. He'll take a little 10-footer, yes. Brian Reese, a little floater in the lane, and it's an 8-point game, 28-20. 6:16 left in the first half. Axtell with the basketball, and they work it quickly. They don't hold it very long. Now there's a 3-ball right wing. That's going to go strong. Colton Busing. Clifton-Clyde with the rebound. It's Barnes. He'll bring it down himself. Man-to-man defense from Axtell. Reese on the right wing. He's going to drive in. Now he's got to pick up his dribble. Back up top of the key, Zach Sorrell. He'll hand it off to Barnes. Floater in the lane. No, strong. Rebound to Axtell. Nathan Porting that time, 6'4" senior with the board. Busing now, right baseline to Kuckelman. He tries to feed inside. Porting with a reverse lay-in. No, that won't go. Gets his own rebound. No, that's Kuckelman. He's going to go back up top to Bryce Cook. Cross-court pass now to Adam Kuckelman. Back to Cook. To Busing at the stripe. He'll go baseline to Adam Kuckelman. Cook now left side to Busing. Now underneath the basket to Kuckelman. 10-footer, yes. This ball handling from Axtell back to a 10-point lead, and now Clifton-Clyde travels with the basketball. Zach Sorrell felt like he got shoved, but official right there didn't see it that way, so turnover back to Axtell. 30-20. Axtell leading Clifton-Clyde by 10. Winner of this game will face Centralia, the 3 seed, on Monday at 4:45 right here. Axtell with the ball, near steal by Clifton-Clyde that time. Good defense. And now there is a steal. Nope, they'll say a kick by Clifton-Clyde. That's Sean Fahey, 5'10" junior. Good defense that time by Fahey. Just about had a steal. But now Axtell with the basketball. Colton Busing will have it up top. He'll hand it to Adam Kuckelman. He goes to Burt Dieters. Dieters on the wing. He'll hold. Now cross-court to Adam Kuckelman. Now 3-ball, top of the key. Colton Busing won't go, and a foul on the rebound as Caleb Busing went up and over. I think Gavin Sear. I think that's who will be shooting at the other end. 8th team foul on Axtell. Clifton-Clyde with 9. 4:17 left in the second. It's a 30-20 Axtell lead. 25-11 lead at the end of the first quarter, and Clifton-Clyde has cut into it as Gavin Sear hits the first. Back to single digits, 30-21. Sear with one more, yes. So Gavin Sear hits both, and back to an 8-point game. Cook will bring it down. Quickly he goes on the left side to Dieters. Back to Busing to Dieters, left side. Skip pass underneath is going to be taken away by Fahey. Here comes Clifton-Clyde. Outlet to Barnes. He gets it across the timeline. Now dribbles right. Looking back left. Man-to-man defense from Axtell. Gets a little help up top from Gavin Sear. 5 count on. He's got to move. Now does. Hands it to Zach Sorrell. Spin move inside. No, he'll kick it back out to Barnes. Back to Reese. He'll hold. Now he's going to dribble back. He'll hand it to Fahey, top of the key, right wing to Barnes. He's going to bring it back up with 3.5. 8-point game. Fahey, baseline, skip pass underneath Barnes, turnaround jumper, strong, rebound to Axtell. Axtell wanting to go in transition, just could not get things going, so smartly backed out by Bert Dieters. 30-22, Axtell with the lead. 3:05, there's a 3, top of the key, and Colt Busing nails it, and he had a lot of time to look at that. And now a double dribble is going to be called on Zach Sorrell. As once again, that defense of Axtell is really causing this. Some errors on Clifton-Clyde. They're very, very physical man-to-man. 2:57 left, back to Axtell, leading now by 11. Right wing Cook. Back to Busing. They're not going to let him have it top of the key this time. Now Cook's going to drive lane. Shot off glass, won't go. Good rebound, Gavin Sear. Went up strong. He'll outlet to Caleb Charbonneau. He'll bring it down. Left side to Sorrell. Inside feed, Charbonneau. Nothing there. He's got to back it out. Charbonneau on the baseline. Inside, Gavin Sear back to Charbonneau. On the wing, skip pass inside to Sear. They'll bring it back out. Now Charbonneau. He's going to drive, and he took steps. Has just a little gap for Caleb Charbonneau, but a little too excited. Got a little jumpy, so a turnover back to Axtell. 33-22, 2:05 left in the first half. Rocky's next game in that secondary jam, a boys matchup, Hanover and Wetmore. We'll get you the bonus coverage of that. Charbonneau, other end quickly. Shot won't go. Just about had his own rebound, but couldn't get it. Now 3-on-2 numbers, other end for Axtell. Shot up won't go, and a charge is called on Axtell as Zach Sorrell set up under the basket and would not move. So possession back to Clifton-Clyde with 1:43 left. They trail by 11. Sean Fahey to inbounds, full court press on from Axtell, and they've done pretty well with it. There's a turnover now to Axtell as Bert Dieters ends up with that. Now ball thrown away as Colton Busing trying to feed it underneath to Bryce Cook, and a little out of Cook's reach. So Fahey will try it again. Gets it in this time to Reese. Reese will bring it down on his own. Now he picks up his dribble, caught, skip pass across the timeline. Now Charbonneau's caught, all loose. Charbonneau comes back up with it. Got a little room. Floater in the lane, yes. Caleb Charbonneau just saw a little gap. Now down court quickly in transition is Axtell, and they waste absolutely no time as Colt Busing answers quickly. Here comes Charbonneau. He'll go left side to Sorrell on the wing. Down low he goes to Reese. Reese back up top. Picks up his dribble. Skip pass underneath. Charbonneau in the lane. Baby hook, yes. Caleb Charbonneau, his 4th point. 9-point lead. Now, other end quickly is Axtell in a foul before the shot. I think that's going to be called on Charbonneau. And it is. No, that foul's on Sean Fahey. That's his first, 35-26, and it puts Axtell on the line shooting 2. Kuckelman's first free throw is good. We've got 9 points now in this game. And the lead back to 10. 48 seconds left. Free throw up and strong. Rebound by Axtell and a putback by Mitch Kuckelman as he went up big. And now ball's intercepted on the inbounds, and now they'll stay out of bounds. They'll call over and back. Over and back on Axtell as that ball got loose. It's still not clear, and neither is Axtell's coach on the call, but the ball will go to Clifton-Clyde at midcourt. So with 38 seconds left, it's a 38-26 Axtell lead. Clifton-Clyde with the basketball. Charbonneau top of the key with 25. He'll dribble now. Now try to drive the lane, and he's going to be fouled. So Caleb Charbonneau will head to the line, shooting 2. That foul, I believe, is going to be called on Adam Kuckelman, his second. Charbonneau's first is strong. He's got 4 points in the game. Clifton-Clyde trails by 12 with 22 seconds left in the half. Second one up. That one's strong. Clifton-Clyde with the rebound. That's Bradley Cook with it. Back to Charbonneau. Now top of the key for 3. Zach Sorrell. No, short. Rebound. Axtell, and here they go in transition once again and losing the dribble down low. They're going to call a travel as Bryce Cook just lost a handle on it. And the clock never started. So this ball will go out of bounds to Clifton-Clyde. They'll get that clock fixed, and they do. It never started. Axtell very quick. Now Clifton-Clyde nearly lost it. Now they do lose it, but out of bounds. Off Axtell with 15. The Eagles really having trouble getting the ball in, and that's a big part due to this Axtell defense. Now trap is on. They're going to have to hurry with 10. With 8, here comes Matt Barnes in the lane. He's going to float in the lane. Off glass, won't go. Good rebound, Charbonneau. Turnaround jumper. Yes, right at the buzzer as Caleb Charbonneau hits his 6th point. And we've got a 38-28 halftime lead for Axtell. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back, give you a look at scoring, and we'll look into Rocky's game as well. We'll bring you back to Frankfort after this.
What's next in weed technology control? Oldie Seed now offers Roundup Ready 2 Extend soybeans, the newest solution for weed control. Roundup Ready 2 Extend soybeans is an advanced soybean treatment product that will provide tolerance to dicamba and glyphosate. If you've been battling hard to control weeds in your fields, worry no more. This product is built on the high-yielding Genuity Roundup Ready 2 yield trait, and it is available today from Oldie Seed.
This is 100.9 FM, KCLY Clay Center.
A message from Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement in Concordia. Brutal winter days will be here sooner than you think. Is your home properly insulated to keep the cold outside and keep your energy bills affordable? If not, Geisler Roofing offers several different solutions, including spray foam insulation. At Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement, we've got you covered.
Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement, we've got you covered.
We're at halftime of the Axtell-Clifton-Clyde game, 38-28. Axtell with the lead. It's been a pretty entertaining and quick first half of basketball. Let's look at some scoring for Axtell. They're led by Caleb Busing with 11. He had 8 of those in the first period. 5 from Colt Busing, 8 from Mitch Kuckelman, 5 from Bryce Cook, and 9 from Adam Kuckelman. For Clifton-Clyde, they're led by Caleb Charbonneau with 6, all of those in the second period. 5 apiece from Matt Barnes and Brian Reese, 3 from Bradley Cook and Michael Sear, and then 2 each from Gavin Sear, Nathaniel Oldie, and Zach Sorrell. 38-28, Axtell with the lead. We are at halftime. They are underway in the other gym. Hanover and Wetmore boys. Let's get you some bonus coverage with Rocky Downing. You bet, Flip.
The man, woman, and child is a new year. Of course, since it's...
You bet, Flip. A 2-2 tie here. It's the Hanover Wildcats against the Wetmore Cardinals, as Phil said. And Wetmore got the opening bucket from Newt Smith, a chance at a 3-point play on that possession, and he could not get the free throw. Devin Juneman just scored the first bucket for the Hanover Wildcats. Now a foul in the front court as Wetmore with the basketball goes against Hanover, called on Will Bruna, his first. So Wetmore out of bounds with the basketball. The Wildcats on the floor. Will Bruna, as mentioned. Devin Juneman hit that bucket. Then you have Peyton Prawley down inside the lane, along with pressure outside from Trey Losey. In fact, Losey just forced a turnover on Wetmore. And then rounding out the 5 on the court, Michael Juneman for Hanover. Tied at 2, just underway. About 2 minutes into this opening quarter of TVL opening round action. We'll certainly get you back to Axtell Clifton-Clyde when they're ready to go in the second half. Here's Brewer with the drive, a foul on the way in. And this will be the second whistle now on both teams early on, and it'll be Hanover's possession from their own baseline. They put 4 across the baseline with the out-of-bounder going to the outside. Michael Juneman leans in, foul, can't get the shot, but he'll be at the free throw line. 6-foot junior will step up with 2 free throws. It'll be the Wildcats' first opportunities at the stripe. Wetmore with the 1 free throw chance from their sophomore Newt Smith. He was missed that charity chance. Michael Juneman to shoot 2. First free throw on its way and good. So his first points, 3-2. It's Hanover's first lead. A couple of turnovers on both sides before Wetmore would get the bucket down inside, and now Hanover's answered with 3 straight. Juneman's second free throw also dances in the net. It's 4-2. Now full court pressure put on by the Wildcats. Wetmore to backcourt. It'll be brought across by Smith. Direction. Smith will take a dribble drive. Free throw line. Stops. Holds there. I said the first bucket for Wetmore went to Smith. That was actually Noah Klingler who got the first points of the game for Wetmore. He has it down inside again. Leans in, and a foul is going to be called. They're traveling against Klingler, trying to go in low. And they're trying to get a presence inside from the big fellow down low at 5'11", Hanover to 9. Now timeout taken here by Wetmore. 4-2. Hanover leads it early. 5:36 to work first quarter. We're back in just a moment.
It's a simple fact. Your ATV or UTV needs protection that's different from what your auto or homeowner insurance can provide. That's why our specialized off-road insurance coverage is tailored to meet your unique needs. When you insure your 3-wheeler, 4-wheeler, or boat with Blue Valley Insurance, you can ride with confidence everywhere you go, knowing you have us on your side. We have several policies that will cover all your recreational toys. Visit any of our Blue Valley Insurance offices in Lynn, Greenleaf, Hanover, and Marysville.
Hanover back with the basketball out of a Wetmore Cardinal timeout. It's 4-2. Hanover the lead. Will Bruna will bring it down the court as he works it across the midcourt stripe. Trey Losey on the wing outside gets a handoff from Devin Juneman. Down in the corner it goes now to Michael Juneman. Dribble penetrates to the lane all the way to the glass. The lane is good at 6-2. So Juneman had the 2 free throws last time down. Now with a bucket, it's a 4-point lead. Wetmore trying to race it down the floor in the hands of Newt Smith. He'll stop and get it outside deep. Osterhouse for 3. It's strong. Rebound weak side, Will Bruna. And Hanover off and running. Wildcat stop on the wing left, Bruna. At the top of the key, here's Devin Juneman. Free ball rattles high and end up above and off the support. Out of bounds to Wetmore. 4:57 to work here in the first half. So Wetmore against pressure now. Double team in the backcourt, ball nearly taken away, and it will be. Here's Bruna spinning through the lane with the left hand and down. So Bruna's first bucket, it's 8-2. And again, the full court pressure of Hanover is going to be all over Wetmore from the start it started, and I'm sure through the finish. as they can really get after it with the athleticism and speed of this Wildcat team. Again, a 5 seed at 6-2 is remarkable what the TVL has again this year. Here's Klingler taking away Trey Lucy the steal. The run out. Down court, fouled hard. He'll be at the stripe to shoot 2. Klingler was not going to let him get to the glass. Trey Lucy with the steal on a wing pass and then took off to the races. He'll be at the stripe shooting 2 free throws. Get Axtell and Clifton-Clyde at the break right now. 38-28, Axtell leads. Caleb Busing with 11, leading the way for Axtell. Clifton-Clyde led by Caleb Charbonneau's 6 in that first half. Trey Losi has his first point now for Hanover, and the Wildcats go on top 9-2. Losi makes the free throw, has another chance coming. Second free throw for the 6-foot senior. On its way and rattling in. He's got 2. Hanover 4-4 to start the game from the stripe. Now that full court press again. Big double team, and it's taken away. Devin Juneman, cross paint, Los, right back across lane. Shot up by Michael Juneman. He's fouled and headed back to the line. And that was one pass in, a double team, and the ball taken away. How quickly that press for Hanover eats up Wetmore trying to get it down the court. The foul goes against Ms. Smith, his first. It is the team's 5th already for Wetmore. 8-point lead for the Wildcats, and now Michael Juneman 3 of 3 at the stripe. And it's a 9-point Hanover lead with 4:13 to work in this first period. Second free throw for the 6-foot junior. Juneman knocks it in. He has 6 early on. 12-2, full court press again. Sideline, Will Brun is going to be called for a bump as up the left sideline came Ethan Osterhaus. And the collision knocked him out of bounds. The foul on Bruno will be his second. Wetmore's basketball on the sideline, and it is 2 on Bruno, so he'll come out. And for the Wildcats, Carter Bruno, 5'11" freshman in there. Right side wing and deep, Wetmore with the basketball. That is Dakota McKinney. On the left wing, it's skipped across, back outside, ball through the hands of Trey Craig, nearly taken away by Devin Juneman. Now it is taken away. Devin Juneman across the timeline, hits some fancy footwork and dribbling to stay out of trouble. Now in the corner left, Hanover has possession deep. They go to the block, and a fall-away jumper from Devin Juneman's down. He has 4. Now the lead out to 12, 14-2. And another steal. It was a near steal by Michael Juneman. He's called the foul. And they call this on Hanover, as mentioned. 3:35 to go first quarter. It's 14-2. Wildcats out big early. Hanover will be on defense here. The Wildcats leading by 12. Pete Peters into the game. First time in for the freshman. On the wing right is Wetmore out top to Osterhaus. Left side, it goes across now to Curtis Bloom, and the ball taken away. Here's Devin Juneman. Oh, what a tip out to himself. And the lay-in and the foul. A chance at a 3-point play for Devin Juneman, who has 6 and hits to the stripe. He got the near steal, got it loose at half court with a defender in front of him. He just poked it past him for Juneman basically to pass it to himself down the court, picked it up, got the foul, and he's at the stripe here shooting a free throw. They are ready to go, it looks like, in the primary gym. Axtell and Clifton-Clyde. Devin Juneman converts the 3-point play. It's Hanover 17-2. We'll send you back over to Phil Casper.
All right, Rock, and about 5 seconds into this second half, and Axtell opens up with a big 3 ball from Caleb Busing. Now, other end we go from 15 feet. Matt Barnes hits 4-2, 41-30. Third period just underway. When we get a chance, we'll keep you posted on that Hanover Wetmore game in the other gym. Turnaround jumper in the lane for Axtell, and both teams have come out firing. That's 5 quick points from Busing, and it's 43-30. Clifton-Clyde breaks the press this time. Other end we go with Clifton-Clyde. Ball loose now. And now over the timeline, it is recovered by Clifton-Clyde, Zach Sorrell. As Bradley Cook lost the handle, now bodies everywhere, and Axtell comes out with that basketball. And that was a strange turn of events. So Axtell with the ball, Clifton-Clyde in his zone defense. Top of the key is Colton Busing. He'll go inside to Caleb Busing. His shot off the mark. Rebound to Clifton-Clyde. Down court come the Eagles. Baseline is Michael Steer. Puts the shot up, won't go, and now a jump ball to tie up. It'll be Busing, and Bradley Cook tied up on that. Possession will go to Axtell, to Clifton-Clyde. Correction. Possession to the Eagles of Clifton-Clyde. Michael Steer looking to get it inbound. Now does. Lob pass up top to Matt Barnes. Barnes on the right wing tries driving in. Nothing there. Now he throws it away across the timeline. It'll be over and back to Axtell. The miscommunication early from the Clifton-Clyde Eagles. So Axtell with the ball. Busing top of the key three, and he buries it. Now near steal on the inbound for Axtell. It'll go back to Clifton-Clyde. Axtell has not come out of this press yet. They lead 46-30. And Clifton-Clyde does break that press. Zach Sorrell on the pass from Barnes. Now ball loose again. A tie-up quickly. A jump ball. That'll be possession to Axtell. Zach Sorrell just lost a handle on that dribble, and Adam Kuckelman quickly on him. So Sorrell's had some early issues. He's going to come out. Charbonneau will come in. Axtell with the ball, right wing to Adam Kuckelman. He'll go cross-court pass to Bryce Cook in the lane, loses a handle on it, now tied up, now still has it, and now 3 seconds is going to be called on Mitch Kuckelman as he got tied up in that lane and could not move, thanks in large part to Michael Steer and Bradley Cook. Inbounds to Cook. Down court quickly. It's Charbonneau. He'll stop for 5 feet. No, shot off glass won't go. Good rebound by Michael Steer, but can't get the follow to go. And now Axtell loses the basketball as Colton Busing just lost his footing. His feet just went out from under him and hit the dirt. There wasn't a Clifton-Clyde Eagle within 20 feet of him. So out of bounds, back to Clifton-Clyde. It bounds to Matt Barnes. He'll dribble right. Now pass to Reed. Down low to Gavin Sear. He'll hold. Now back up top. Charbonneau for three. No, in and out. Ball loose. Somehow Matt Barnes comes up with that, and he puts it back for two. It's 46-32. Axtell with the ball now. Colton Busing. Cross-court pass to Kuckelman. Now Busing back top of the key. He'll go right to Cook. Cross-court to Kuckelman. Back top of the key to Busing for three, and Colton Busing has hit two straight from the same spot. Now ball loose. Axtell comes back up with it. Easy lay-in that time, uncontested for Caleb Busing. Two more, and it's 51-32. Now taken away again on the inbound, and Bryce Cook goes up for 2 and 6. Correction, 7 quick points from Axtell, and this is getting away from Clifton-Clyde as they quickly call a timeout. 4:27 left in the third. It is a 53-32 Axtell lead. Let's send it over to Rocky Downing.
All right, Phil, thanks. 24-6 here, just about the end of the first quarter. 29 seconds left. Wetmore with the basketball, but Hanover out big. 24-6, they lead it here at almost to the quarter break. 20 seconds left. Ethan Osterhaus has 5 of the 6 points knocked in by the Wetmore Cardinals, who Hanover is really flustered with their full court pressure. Several turnovers throughout. 24-6. Here's a drive inside. Shot is swatted by the Hanover Wildcats out of bounds off Peyton Crawley's swat, but they'll call a foul down low before that shot was taken. Or as the shot was taken, I guess, and then the block after the foul. So there'll be free throw opportunities at the line now for Newt Smith. We'll send it back over to Phil Kasberg, and Hanover leading 24-6.
All right, Rock, thanks. There it's 53-32 is starting this second half, and it's a 15-4 run by the Axtell Eagles. 7 of those points coming in about a 5-second span right before that timeout. So Clifton-Clyde will try again. This time they get it in. Now a trap near steal once again by Axtell. Clifton-Clyde comes up with it. Brian Reese is going to get it across the timeline. He's going to take it all the way down. He'll stop at the free throw stripe and hit for two. So Reese finally stops the bleeding a little bit for Clifton-Clyde. Now Bryce Cook is going to shoot from 15. No, well off the mark, but gets his own rebound. As that ball came off the backboard hard. Now another rebound by Axtell off a missed shot from Mitch Puckelman, and Caleb Busing went up strong. Shot won't go, but he's fouled. That's foul on Gavin Sears. That's his second. Caleb Busing will have two. First free throw up and in. Busing has 8 points in this third quarter. He has 19 now. He'll have one more. Busing shot up and out, rims out, rebound to the Eagles. Charbonneau comes up with it. He'll take it across himself. Dribbles right, now goes left. Sean Fahey has it. He'll go down low to Barnes, or correction, to Reese. Reese inside, he goes great. Look inside to Bradley Cook. Shot off glass, good. 54-36. Axtell with the lead. 3.5 minutes left in the third. Colton Busing goes inside. Ball knocked away by Clifton-Clyde. Ball loose. Colton Busing comes back up with it. Now other end. Numbers 1 on 2. It's Mitch Kuckelman with a pretty easy lay-in. As Clifton-Clyde lost track, and now a foul is going to be called on the inbound. Bryce Cook a little too aggressive over the top of Matt Barnes. But Clifton-Clyde will reset. It's a 20-point Axtell lead, 56-36. 3:09 left in the third. Again, Hanover really coming out strong against Wetmore. We'll get you caught up on that when we can. Clifton-Clyde this time does get it in. Barnes takes it down. He's going to take it coast to coast. In the lane floater is good. Matt Barnes was 6 now in this period. He has 11. Axtell with the ball. It'll be Dieters. Cross court he goes to Kuckelman. Back to Dieters. Kuckelman, top of the key, 3. No, won't go. Good rebound by Matt Barnes. Barnes behind the back dribble, really showing some good ball handling skills as he gets it across. Charbonneau inside to Reese. Reese, baseline jumper, yes, from about 10 feet. And Brian Reese hits. 56-40. Axtell long 3-ball. Guess who? Colton Busing has his 4th 3 of the game, his 3rd in this period. 3 straight. Now down court is Clifton-Clyde. A travel is going to be called on Matt Barnes. He felt like he was fouled on that play, but official nearest to that play said no, he took steps first. So Barnes will come out. I think that's his 3rd foul. 59-40. Axtell with the lead. Little turnaround jumper in the lead from Axtell, or in the lane rather, from Axtell. Caleb Busing is off the mark. Out of bounds to Clifton-Clyde. Inbounds pass now. Fahey to Charbonneau. Charbonneau right side across the timeline. Baseline, he goes to Cook. Now left side, 3. Charbonneau off the mark. Good rebound that time by Sean Fahey. Putback is good. He gets his first points of the game. 59-42, and now in the lane, a blocking foul is going to be called. Boy, I thought he was going to call a charge. As Brian Reese set up in the lane, and I official looked like he was going to call a charge and then changed his mind. So that's going to send Colton Busing to the line. 14 points. He has hit 3 straight threes. Free throw up and down. 60-42 with a minute and a half left in the third. Again, we'll get you back over to Rocky and the Hanover Wildcats. They were comfortably in the lead at last check. Second free throw up and down from Busing. Fahey inbound, nearly gets away from Charbonneau, now does, out of bounds to Axtell. Caleb Charbonneau never really had a grip on that ball and just lost it right in front of the Axtell bench. So Axtell with the basketball. Caleb Busing in the lane. He's going to do a little floater. Good. And now Clifton-Clyde loses it. Sean Fahey lost a grip on that basketball, but fortunate for him is a couple of Axtell Eagles diving to cover it. Kicked it out of bounds. So the troubles getting the ball in continue for Clifton-Clyde. They trail 63-42. There's a minute 19 left in the third. Fahey does get it in. Time he gets it to Seifert. Back to Fahey. He's going to take it down himself down the left side. Now in the lane. Floater. Yes. Sean Fahey with a nice move. He made up his mind about mid-court that he was going all the way, and does. Axtell now with the ball. Ball knocked out of bounds. Good defense that time by Bradley Cook as he's taking on Nathan Porting. Porting's listed at 6'4", and he is all of 6'4". Cook listed at 5'10", maybe. Axtell gets it inbounds. Now a little baby hook in the lane from Busing. That won't go. Here comes Clifton-Clyde. Transition. It's Fahey. And gets the shot blocked. No, they'll say contact. But Sean Fahey is headed to the line shooting 2. And looks like they got Porting on that call. Now somebody's got blood, and it's an Axtell Eagle, so he's going to have to come out. Burke Dieters. Like he's got a scrape on one arm. So Sean Fahey at the line shooting 2. He's got 4 points all in this quarter. Free throw from Fahey rattles out. 63-44. Clifton-Clyde trailing Axtell. There's 46 seconds left in the third. Fahey with one more look. Free throw up and rattles out. That all but down. Rebound to Axtell. Here come the Eagles. Down court quickly. What a feed that time from Busing to Kuckelman. Backside lay-in good at 65-44. Clifton-Clyde with the ball with 26. Seifert, right side, drives in the lane. Shot won't go, and he's fouled. Kristen Seifert, just a 5'7" freshman. Good recognition of a little lapse in that Axtell Eagle defense, and driving hard, but could not get the shot to go, so he'll have 2. Shot up and good. Freshman gets his first points of the game, 65-45. 21 seconds left in the third. He'll have one more. Free throw up and good. Seifert hits both, 65-46. 21 seconds left in the game. No clock running. Still having trouble with that clock. Now they do get it running. Kuckelman now. He'll hold with 10. Right wing. He's going to pop that 3. Strong. Rebound loose. Kuckelman gets it with 5. He's going to take another 3. Same place. That one won't go. Rebound loose. And now a foul is going to be called on the floor. And that will end the third. Headed to the fourth. 65-46. Axtell leading Clifton-Clyde. Let's send you over to Rocky Downey.
Yeah, Phil, 34-14 here. Hanover with the lead, although they just gave up a free throw attempt and a turnover. They lead it by 20. 2:15 remaining here in the second quarter. Wetmore with the basketball. The Wildcats really balanced. 7 from Devin Judeman, 6 from Peyton Prawley, 8 from Michael Judeman, and 8 from Will Brunis. They really spread it across. They lead 34-14. Wetmore with the basketball. They're just under 2 minutes left here in the first half of play.
All right, Rock, thanks. Here we're headed to the fourth, 65-46. Axtell with the lead. We'll take a 30-second timeout, bring you back to fourth quarter action after this.
Barnes Automotive is the area's trusted diesel engine repair shop. Their team of qualified technicians have the knowledge and skill to get your diesel ag equipment, commercial trucks, industrial, and personal vehicles back in top performance. With a diesel mechanic specialist in your corner, you know you came to the right place for your diesel repair needs. And if you need tires, they have them too. For great customer service, partnered with exceptional quality diesel work, call Barnes Automotive of Clifton and Vining at 455-3748.
Headed to the fourth, 65-46. Axtell with the lead, and they were really on in that third period. They outscored the Eagles 27-18 in that third period. Clifton-Clyde really slow getting going, but started to fire it up later in that period, but they trail right now by 19 points. 65-46, fourth quarter underway. Clifton-Clyde with possession. Cook now inside, loses a handle, does get it back somehow. Puts up a little floater up and down, and it's 65-48. In Hanover, really in control in that secondary GM over Wetmore. We'll get you a look at that when this one ends. Now 3-ball from Axtell. That's well off the mark for Bert Peters. Maybe not a shot he wanted to take, a little out of his range. Just put the Clyde quickly down court. Charbonneau right wing. Finds Cook at the free throw stripe, shot off the mark, and that'll be good rebound that time. Michael Steer went up strong in the lane. Fall away jumper, yes. Michael Steer up through 2 Axtell Eagles to get that to fall. So Axtell now with the basketball. Bryce Cook tries baseline, cut off by Charbonneau and Steer, and now Axtell throws it away. Good defense. That's down low that time by Caleb Charbonneau and Michael Steer. A couple of juniors for the Clifton-Clyde Eagles. No seniors on this Clifton-Clyde roster. Very young team. Now ball taken away once again on the inbound. And now a foul is going to be on the floor as Caleb Charbonneau went up strong, and I mean went way up, and Adam Kuckelman just ducked. Charbonneau okay, and just able to laugh it off a little bit. So out of bounds to Axtell, neither team in the bonus. Cook now inside. Kuckelman, 5-footer off the mark. Good defense that time, and I think that was Michael Steer again with the defense. Off the mark, rebound to Clifton-Clyde. Eagles down court. Steer inside feed. Charbonneau, nothing there. Back to Steer. Fall away in the lane, off the mark. Rebound loose. Steer comes up with it. Seifert has it. Now he has it taken away. Here comes Axtell down court, and Bryce Cook took steps. Throws his hands in the air and looks at his coach, and Coach Jason Tynan said, "Yes, you did." And I think it was one of those where he just stopped and couldn't get his feet set. Now inbounds quickly. Good shot as Bradley Cook takes it down court and a little 10-footer. But the Clyde chipping away, 65-52. 5:55 left in the ball game. In 7 quick points, literally in about 5 seconds for Axtell. A couple 3-ball and then 2 straight takeaways. And now a ball off the mark. Good rebound that time by Bradley Cook. Here come the Eagles once again. They've cut this to 13. Axtell led by as many as 20. Shot in the lane is blocked from Sear. Right back into the hands of Sean Fahey, and he can't get the lay-in to go, but he's fouled. Sean Fahey heads to the line shooting 2. Fahey's first is strong. Sean, he really didn't look comfortable at the line that time. He let that ball go and well off the mark. He'll have one more. Free throw up, and that one's short. Rebound to Axtell. Here come the Eagles. Adam Kuckelman, get pass to Busing. He's going to work it back out. Now he'll go left side to Cook. Here's Steele now from Busing. Now Kuckelman on the baseline. Back up top to Cook. Cook will back it out. Now he'll go baseline to Kuckelman. Back to Dieters. Clifton-Clyde has come out man-to-man now. Dieters on the wing. To Busing. Inside pass to Kuckelman. Free throw stripe. Back to Adam Kuckelman. Busing floater in the lane. Won't go strong. Good rebound. Bradley Cook. Here come the Eagles. 4.5 left in the ballgame. 65-52. Now driving the lane. Matt Barnes trying to go a little skip pass to Fahey. That's going to be taken away by Axtell. And now a timeout by Axtell as things starting to get a little bit out of control. 4:19 left in the game at 65-52. Axtell with the lead. Let's check in with Rocky Downing.
Bill, we're at halftime here, and it's the Hanover Wildcats up big, 41-14 at half over Wetmore. The Wildcats scored 24 in the first period. They've allowed 7 points in each period. They've totaled 41 themselves, and they lead by 27 at the halftime break. It's been balanced. 11 from Michael Juneman leads the way, 9 from Devin Juneman, 8 from Will Bruna and Peyton Prawley. It's a 41-14 Hanover lead over Wetmore. That is at halftime.
All right, Rock, thanks. Here with 4:19 left in the fourth. 55-52. Axtell with the lead. Clifton-Clyde has come out in this fourth period on a 6-0 run. Axtell with the basketball. Top of the key is Bryce Cook. Clifton-Clyde now in a man-to-man. Holden Busing back up top to Cook. Guarded by Fahey, and now ball thrown away by Axtell. Clifton-Clyde gets another crack at it. They can cut into this lead again. We're trailing by 20 at one time. 13-point game now. Matt Barnes at the other end. Dribbling up top. Skip past left, he goes. Cook now. Back to Gavin Sears. Left side to Barnes. He's going to dribble right in the lane now. He'll back out. To Sear, and now loses the basketball. Here we go, other end. 1-on-1. It's Bryce Cook laying good. 67-52. Now Clifton-Clyde, other end. Get pass to Brian Reese. Reese back to Barnes. Barnes on the wing. Wants that three. Now he's not going to take it. Now he's going to drive in the lane. And now he'll get it to Reese and see what this call is. It's a foul. That's going to be called on Mitch Kuckelman. And I didn't see it. That was away from the basketball. Again, neither team at the bonus as of yet. So Clifton-Clyde to inbound. Zach Sorrell gets it from Reese. Matt Barnes up top. Right side he goes to Reese. Skip pass inside Cook. Gavin Sear at the top of the key. Shot won't go, but he's fouled. So Gavin Sear heads to the stripe shooting 2. Sears free throw up and down. His 2 points in the first half, had yet to score in this second half, but drained the first free throw. We're back to a 14-point game. Second one on the way, strong. Rebound loose. That's going to be off Clifton-Clyde. They'll say possession to Axtell. So 2:55 left in the game. It's a 67-53 Axtell lead. Bryce Cook will bring it down for Axtell. Clifton-Clyde will stay in that man-to-man. Feeding Busing in the lane. Back to Adam Tuckelman. To Busing on the baseline. He's going to kick it back out top to Caleb Busing. Right side to Bryce Cook. He's going to bring it back up top. Now feed inside. Oh, what a look. Colt Busing to Mitch Tuckelman. Laying good. 69-53. Clifton-Clyde wants to go transition. They'll back it out instead. Try to reset. Axtell has never come out of this man-to-man. Long three, yes, from Zach Sorrell. From down on the baseline, and it's 69-56. Clifton-Clyde will not go away. Under 2 minutes now. Cook in the lane again. Can't get that one to go. Or Kuckelman, rather, can't get that one to go, and now a foul's going to be called. Nope, they'll just stay out of bounds off Axtell. But Clifton-Clyde will get it. Michael Sears set to inbound. Full court press still on from Axtell. They've worked this, and they do it well. Now near steal. Now it does end up in the hands of an Axtell Eagle. That's Caleb Busing. So Axtell will get it. Colton Busing once again, and everybody forgot about him. Lay in good is 71-56, and Clifton-Clyde wants a timeout. Minute and a half left in the ball game. 71-56. Axtell with the lead. Let's check in with Rocky Downing.
Thanks, Phil. Just back underway here in the second half. Again, Hanover leading 41-14, and they'll open up with the basketball. Devin Juneman to the post, goes to Michael Juneman. Ball tipped, but Will Bruna has it in the corner for Coach Kim Losey's team. Bruna is going to be cut off now outside to Michael Juneman. Devin back to Michael Juneman. 3 ball on its way, just rims out. There's Trey Losey with the board. Will Bruna for 3. That one just short. Rebound battled for, loose, and it's picked up by Wetmore. So it's Hanover on top, 41-14, just starting the third quarter.
All right, Rock, thanks. Here with a minute 39 left, 71-56. Axtell with the lead. Clifton-Clyde really tried to chip away at this. They got it down almost inside of 10. They trailed at one time by 20. They trail right now by 15. It's just been a lot of errors, and they're mainly caused by the defense of Axtell. Their press that they run is very, very good, and they do not come out of it. So 71-56 out of the timeout. There's a minute 39 left in the ball game. They'll be out of bounds. Should be under their own basket for Clifton-Clyde. Not sure what the question was by the official, but all the players are all set, and now we're set to go. So Gavin Sear will inbound, does get it in to Matt Barnes. He's going to take it down uncontested. Right side across the timeline, looking left, gets it to Fahey. To Sear. Sear's going to have to bring it back up top. Now picks up his dribble. As Matt Barnes calling for that basketball, puts up a shot in the lane, won't go. Down court quickly we come to Caleb Busing. Won't go, but a good follow by Adam Tuckelman as he was right place, right time. Puts it back in for 2 with a minute 10. 73-56. Down to a minute left. Zach Sorrell, he'll go 3 left wing. That won't go. Bodies everywhere, but Axtell comes out of there with it. Down court quickly to Axtell. I think Axtell's going to be content to hold if Clifton-Clyde will let him, and now 3 seconds is called on Axtell, and Coach Jason Tynan really, really not happy with his players. He empties his bench, and I think Axtell would have been content to hold, but this will give him a chance to empty his bench as Hunter Cook and Christian Scheib come in. Get to see a little time. Down under 30 seconds now, 73-56. 3 ball from Sean Fahey, partially blocked, out of bounds, and that'll go to Axtell. Fahey had a pretty good look at that 3. Nick Busing will come in. for Caleb Busing. 21 points for Busing. Caleb Busing, a sophomore. Axtell with the ball. Now they'll try to work it around a little bit as bench has cleared really for both teams. In fact, a couple of numbers on the floor I don't even have. Clifton-Clyde now takes it down court, but a steal by Axtell with 5, and so Jason Stein is saying hold, and with 1, Axtell leads to 10 to move on. Axtell wins at 73-56. Let's take a quick timeout. I'll get you a look at scoring, and then we'll send you over to Rocky Downing for the conclusion of Hanover and Wetmore. We'll bring you back to Frankfort right after this.
Making sure you have a solid roof over your head requires hard work and materials you can count on. So when you're looking to build a solid structure, start with floor and roof trusses from Axtell Truss Manufacturing. Axtell Truss will provide your new home, shed, or building with the quality materials and workmanship that each job requires. Call Brian for a free quote if you're planning a new home, shed, or building. Axtell Truss Manufacturing on Highway 36 east of Marysville, 785-736-2291.
Well, Clifton-Clyde hung around. They tried to chip back away at it, but just too many errors and really good defense by the Axtell Eagles. Axtell wins at 73-56. This was a game that saw Clifton-Clyde down at one time by 20. Give you a look at scoring for Axtell. They were led by Caleb Busing. The sophomore has 21 in the game, 18 from Colt Busing, 12 of those from beyond the arc, 13 from Adam Kuckelman, 12 from Mitch Kuckelman, 9 from Bryce Cook. For the Clifton-Clyde Eagles, they were led by Matt Barnes with 11, 9 apiece from Bradley Cook and Brian Reese. It was 6 from Caleb Charbonneau. He was scoreless in that second half, and then 5 each from Michael Steer and Zach Sorrell, 4 from Sean Fahey. All of those came in the third period, 3 from Gavin Sear, and then 2 from Christian Seifert. Clifton-Clyde loses to Axtell 73-56. Axtell will move on. They will play Centralia right here in this gym Monday at 4:45. Again, we did want to let you know they have changed the time of the Tuesday games. Those games will now be played at 5 and 6:30. Again, 5 and 6:30 on Tuesday. I'll send you over to Rocky Downing with the Hanover Wildcats.
All right, Fluke, thanks. 3:13 to work here in the third quarter. It's 46-18. Hanover really rolling in this one. They were up 41-14 at half, so up big. Here's Michael Judeman, 3-ball that's down, and that's going to make it a 31-point Hanover lead here with 3 minutes left in the third period. And we have a timeout taken now by Wetmore. We'll break as well, 49-18. Hanover leads at 3:05 to work third quarter when we come back.
Wanklin Oil is proud to serve the community with propane, gas, and diesel fuel right to your home or farm. Family owned and operated, they'll deliver your fuel with an old-fashioned personal touch. Their dependable quality service at the lowest price available makes them a leader in their field. In addition to propane and diesel, they offer tank repair, sales, and service. For your fuel and heating needs, Wanklin Oil is just a call away. 800-794-2019. They have the energy since 1926.
After a 41-14 halftime score, the Hanover Wildcats have really rolled right now here in the second half, opening the thing up to a 49-18 lead. It will be Wetmore's basketball out of their own timeout. Hanover Wildcats, the 5 seed. It's just they don't play often on Saturdays, even for that matter, to have that lowest seed. But they're 6-2, number 1 ranked in their 1A Division 1. 49-18 here, 2:50 to work. Wildcats on defense with that 31-point lead. Wetmore works it around that top. That was coming out of the Cardinal timeout. Top of the key is Newt Smith out of the post for Klingler. Back to Smith. They work it out on the perimeter right now. Smith has it, and he's in trouble, and we have a 5-second call against Wetmore. Hanover is going to have it back. And it will be Will Brunner to bring it down the floor. We'll get a whistle stop before they get back underway. Still will be Will Brunner to bring it down the floor for Hanover. Michael Judeman, Trey Losey, Pete Peters on the floor along with Devin Juneman for the Wildcats. And Hanover's going to run some offense here. 2:20 to work. They lead 49-18. Michael Juneman screen from Pete Peters. Now down inside of the freshman. He takes it strong and it's fouled. He'll get 2 free throws. Good cut off of the screen that time by the 6'1 freshman. And Pete Peters, who missed his only free throw chance in the first half, will step to the line here in the late third quarter with Hanover up large, 49-18. One more game from each gym to go here on this opening day of the TVL on KCLY. And I was stalling. That ball hung around the rim for Pete Peters and then fell in. One more free throw coming. Big freshman second charity rattles out. The rebound off to Trey Craig of Wetmore. 50-18. Winner of this game will advance into the second round on Monday. And we'll get Troy, who beat Lynn earlier. That game will be played at 4:45. Now Wetmore turns it right back over to Hanover, so the Wildcats will have the basketball. 2:06 remaining third quarter. Wetmore substituting a couple of players onto the floor. Now we're ready to work. Will Bruno will walk it down the floor. Devin Juneman, Michael Juneman, Pete Peters, and Trey Losey, the 5 out there for the Hanover Wildcats. Losey, free throw line, left open for 2, and buries the jumper. Trey Losey now with 4 points in the game. And the lead goes to 52-18. Hanover rolling here in the opening round. Again, they'll take on a 6-1 Troy team. By the way, Hanover 6-2, a 5 seed. How about Troy 6-1, now 7-1, a 4 seed in this tournament. Washington County is the number 1 seed, undefeated on the year. And at 27 to work, third quarter. Hanover up huge in this one, 52-18. Here's Klingler down inside. He walked with the basketball, turned right back over to the Wildcats. Hanover the lead. 52-18. Will Bruna taking his time, bringing it up the floor. Wetmore sitting back in his own defense. Wildcats go right on the wing deep to Michael Juneman. He's bumped outside by Klingler. It's only the third foul against Wetmore. Only 1 whistled in this half against Hanover, so no team in danger of hitting the bonus. It will be Hanover's basketball on the sideline out of bounds. 52-18 the score with Hanover on top. Will Bruna into the front court with the dribble. He goes left on the wing deep for Trey Losey. Under a minute to work. Losey dribble drives, hangs in the air. The scoop shot, no, but Pete Peters, the big forward, he'll be fouled on the offensive rebound that he yanks down, and it's going to be Hanover's basketball on the baseline. Hanover will have it with Will Bruna at the inbound. Three-pointer, Trey Losey off the front iron. Long rebound, tracked down by Michael Juneman, and Hanover keeps possession. Here's a drive by Devin Juneman, trying to get it off to Pete Peters. It's taken away by Wetmore. Down to 38 seconds to work here in this third period. Ethan Osterhaus down the court. He had a couple of threes in the first half. Here's a drive by Craig and a foul against the Wildcats now. Their second of the half. 28.5 seconds remains in the third period. And Phil Casper to break now before his final game of the day. And that will be featuring in that 4 o'clock tip-off. We'll have in this gym Clifton-Clyde and Donovan West girls. And then one more game to come, Valley Heights Onega boys. That's the game that Phil will be looking in at as well. That'll be they're at a break right now in between games. They should tip off probably really close to the scheduled 4 o'clock start time. This one will run a little bit behind schedule after an overtime game earlier on this court. Here's Craig inside the lane. He's fouled on the shot. He'll get 2 free throws. Trey Craig with 4 points, a 5'9" senior, able to get into the lane that time and draw the contact. And he'll get the stripe to shoot 2. 12 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Free throw from Trey Craig up and just about crawled over, wouldn't go down. So one more free throw coming. Second charity up. This one splashes through. 52-19. Here's a drive by Losi. Kick out to the top. Bruno with 4, with 3. Three-pointer just short. Peters got a hand on it. 0.2 left. He goes to Wetmore. So the basketball goes to the Cardinals. Just 0.2 left on the clock. They'll get it in, and that'll be about it. And that will close down the third period. Hanover leads at 52-19. You're listening to TVL coverage here on 100.9.
Shopping Third Thursdays in downtown Clay Center has turned out to be a popular event, and you'll find great deals at participating CCBA merchants. Enjoy the small town atmosphere as you shop and join the fun events in each store. Third Thursday, January 21st from 5 to 8 p.m., Clay Center Business Association will heat it up with more bargains and activities to participate in. Next month's Third Thursday will include rich and decadent chocolate. Stay tuned for details. Shop Third Thursdays and all year round in downtown Clay Center.
For over 60 years, Washington Veterinary Clinic has been your source for large and small animal veterinary care in the north central Kansas region. The staff has a diverse and extensive agricultural background, and customers from all around the area trust their cattle herd health, bovine reproduction, pet health, and other livestock care to the professionals at Washington Veterinary Clinic. Call to schedule an appointment. Good luck to all the outstanding student athletes at tournament play from Washington Veterinary Clinic.
Headed into the fourth quarter, Hanover up big, 52-19. There's about 8 minutes on the countdown clock before the next game starts in the primary gym where Bill Casper is working right now. There's a loose ball into the backcourt. Trey Craig for Wetmore runs it down. Pete Peters really pressuring out on the perimeter right now. 6'1" freshman shadowing. Now he gets it to Newt Smith. Wetmore still with possession. Just underway in the fourth period. The Wildcats leading 52-19. Kevin Dietrich checking in during the timeout. Lob down inside. Also on the floor is Adam Fritchie. Pete Peters is mentioned on the court. Carter Bruna in there for the Hanover Wildcats. And Dakin Stahlbaumer. Stahlbaumer, Peters on the court. Fritchie, now the drive on the left side is going to be taken in the lane. Kick out in the corner left to Kevin Dietrich. Now on the left wing, it's given away and actually back to Dietrich. He'll attack the lane to the right baseline. Three-point attempt from Carter Bruna comes off the mark. And Wetmore has it back. 52-19. The lead for Hanover. Three-pointer from Newt Smith, no good. Rebound to Trey Craig. He'll back it up. He'll try a long two, and he buries it. Craig now has 6 in the game. Leads by Hanover, though, at 31 points. The front court, Carter Bruna backs it out with a dribble. Now marks a play out. Carter, a freshman at 5'11". Left on the wing it goes to Kevin Dietrich, a sophomore. Now down inside the lane, that is going to be Adam Fritchie with the shot. He has his first 2 points of the game, the 6'1" junior. 6:16 now left. Fourth quarter, running clock with the game over a 30-point margin. It's 54-21 Hanover. Rolling in the opening round. They'll head on to face Troy Monday at 4:45. Troy, a winner earlier against the Lynn Bulldogs. Troy, the 4-seed at 6-1. Here's Craig, runner in the lane, no good. Good board inside, pulled down by Dakin Stahlbaumer. Freshman will be fouled on the board. 15 foul called against Wetmore. Down to 5:45. Again, the clock will continue to run regardless of the action on the court unless there is a timeout called. 5:35 left. Well, Carter Brent in the front court gets it on the right wing deep now to Stahlbaumer. At the top of the key, it goes to Fritchie. Fritchie kick out right side. Dietrich with the dribble. Behind the back around Osterhaus. Gets in the lane, slides. Shot is partially deflected, and then the rebound brought away by Smith of Wetmore. And he nearly lost the bat. Now he will be called for the travel. If he'd have just, if all was, he was crossing the timeline, he'd lost the dribble up above his head. He let it bounce back down to the ground. If he'd just grabbed it, he'd have been okay, but he went ahead and kept dribbling, and because of that, the turnover goes back to the Wildcats. Hanover leads it 54-21. They got up early in this one, 24-7 after one quarter, 41-14 at half. They just kept stretching it. Carlos Emanuel into the game for the Wildcats now, 6'2" sophomore. Out top is Carter Brenner. They go to Manuel down inside. He turns it, squares, can't get it down. Big board down low, pulled in, though, by the Wildcats, Adam Pritchie. And outside deep on the right wing is Stahlbomber. High post trying to go to Carter Brenner. Ball tipped away. Stahlbomber gets it back, drives in the lane, hangs in the air, dishes it off, and a foul is going to be called before Pritchie can get a shot away. So the basketball on the baseline to Hanover with 4:15 and ticking the clock here in the fourth period. It's a 16 foul against Wetmore, so Hanover will not be at the stripe. They'll lob it in the lane for Pritchie. Double team, kicks it out on the left wing deep for Stahlbomber. Around right, they go inside to Emmanuel. He's fouled, and this will be free throw attempts coming for the Wildcats. I believe that was the 17th foul. It is a 1-and-1. So they will step to the stripe. Carlos Emmanuel will step up there, 6'2" sophomore. And into the game also will come Brennan Zabatrisky, 5'11" sophomore. And that'll bring out Stahlbomber, freshman. Free throw line. Misses, but a rebound pulled off by Pritchie. Down low, here's a pull-up jumper just off the sideline by Zabatrisky, pulled short. It stays, though, with Hanover on the baseline. 3:15 left. Again, the clock will continue to count down. Should be pretty close to the same countdown they're looking at the gym that Phil's in, getting set for their next game. Pull-up jumper, right baseline, up and good by Kevin Diedrich, his first point. 56-21, Hanover. Under 3 now to work in this game. Here's a drive by Newt Smith all the way to the paint. He's fouled. He'll get 2 free throws. Smith, who has 3 points in the contest, a couple minutes away from starting over in the primary gym, where Flip will have the matchup of Valley Heights boys, 3-5 against 1-6 Onega. And we have a girls game left here that will be following. When it's ready to go, we'll bring you live for Clifton-Clyde against Donovan West in a girls matchup. 56-22 as Smith does knock down the first throw. One more coming. This one rattles out. Rebound battled for, pulled away by the Cardinals. 2:13 left. Smith for 3, right wing, and it rattles home. So a 4-point possession for the sophomore Newt Smith of Wetmore. 2:03 to work. Hanover down court quickly. Left baseline, Zabatrisky can't handle it on the pass, trying to drive inside, and it's out of bounds and back to Wetmore. 56-25, Hanover going to get their 7th win on the season. They'll move on to play Troy, as mentioned, in the quarterfinals. That'll be played on Monday at 4:45 right back here in this gym. Here's Wetmore with it out top. To the baseline right. Manuel out there defending. Big guy out on the baseline. Near steal by Zabatrisky. Foul will be called. A minute 28 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Coach Ken Losey's team up big since really early in this game. They jumped out. Their defensive pressure just dominant. And they got out and ran away. Wetmore out top. Osterhaus had it tipped away by Diedrich and got it back. Shovels it outside now to Kyle Vance. Back to Osterhaus. We're at a minute left. 56-25. When Flip's ready, we'll send you back over for his matchup. Valley Heights and Onega is mentioned. 53 left. Wetmore running offense. Hanover defending, but not pressuring right now. There's a 3-point attempt that's going to miss. Rebound pulled away by Carter Bruna. He'll race to the other end. Stops on the wing right. Now toward the mid post. Gets it out on the left wing to Diedrich. 34 seconds remaining here in this fourth period. Bruna with it. Carter Bruna all the way to the glass. Takes it up and drops it in. His first points for the freshman at 5'11". Down to 23 seconds left. 58-25. Hanover will advance. They'll face Troy Monday at 4:45. Wetmore, 12 seconds. Working it outside. Freshman and sophomore on the court now for the Wildcats. Outside of that, and Pritchie. Here's Emmanuel racing out. Fires it up with contact. No foul, because that's the buzzer. And that's the final. 58-25. Hanover advances. Let's give you a quick look into the scoring in this ball game. For the Hanover Wildcats, it's 10 points from Will Bruna. Trey Losey had 4. Adam Pritchie with 2. Kevin Diedrich knocks in 2. 14 for Michael Judeman. Peyton Prawley would finish with 9. Devin Juneman with 9. 2 for Carter Bruna. 1 free throw from Pete Peters. It would be 8 points from Ethan Osterhaus. 6 from Trey Craig that led the way for Wetmore. Hanover moves to 7-2. It is a 58-25 final. That'll put Hanover in a quarterfinal matchup with Troy on Monday at 4:45. That'll wrap it up from this, Jim. Let's take this time out, send it right back over to Phil Casper.